morning, Waz. Nate was just saying police credit an anonymous tipster who called to the tip line on Tuesday, saying, frankly, that he had seen the shooter in the area just a couple hours before the shooting. That tipster also wrote on Reddit a description of a vehicle, a gray Nissan with Florida plates, just a couple blocks away from the engineering and physics building here on Brown University. Well, that anonymous tipster happens to also be the same man police released images of, and we're asking the public to help identify because of how close he was seen walking by the shooter in surveillance. His name is John, a homeless man and former Brown University student who 2 hours before the shooting locked eyes with the gunman in the bathroom in the basement area across from the classroom where the shooting took place. John said he was suspicious of Claudio Neves Valente and followed him out of the building into the neighborhood where the two played a game of cat and mouse. This surveillance video shows the gunman running away from John, who was following him. John saw the gunman unlock his car, notice him, relock his car, and walk away. John confronts the shooter and says, "Your car is back there. Why are you circling the block?" The suspect responds, "Why are you harassing me?" Now, based on this tip, investigators say they reviewed surveillance footage and found a car matching that same description. Police then used flock cameras, license plate readers to identify the car. Neves Valente said he put a they said that he put a Maine license plate over his Florida license plate, which made it a little bit difficult, but eventually police traced that car to an Alamo car rental company in Boston.
All right, fam. Y'all make sure y'all press up the like and subscribe. Let's keep this channel live. So, this random dude who was unfortunately homeless, living at the basement of the Browns University, was a true hero because if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have found this shooter. Uh, okay, so Claudio Manuel Neves, whatever his name is. Now, big up to him. That's one because he's a hero. But two, it's a lot of questions all around this. They found Claudio Neves Valente dead in the storage room. I guess his own storage room. Now, the reason why I wanted to make this video because it's questions that can't be answered. That's one. Because the shooter who was there and shooting up and killing the people at Brown's University in Rhode Island is no longer here. So no one can really connect unless he left something there. The investigation is all over the place. All right. That's one. Okay. Two. Well, that's two. The two in one. Three is my question is: was this a hit? Was this an attack on America, or was this just some random shooter? So it's a lot of questions to we don't have an answer for. You get what I'm saying? Because ever since the Orange Men been attacking Venezuela, it's been a lot going on. So I'm gonna read who this dude is. Um, Obviously, this wasn't just some random dude. He's been in the country for a long time. But I'm gonna get to the gist of everything he is. Okay, so it says he's a Portuguese guy from Portugal. Um, okay, so basically he was a national from Portuguese, so he was a nationalist. There's a lot of suspicion to this shooting right here, you know, and so he was suspect was identified as a Portuguese national. Claudio Neves Valente was Trump administrating response by counseling diversity visas and lottery program it says he used to enter the country in 2017. So it seems to me that they're connecting him to he's a national a Portuguese national. So soon as Trump canceled the diversity visas, and they said the lottery program said he used to enter the country in 2017. So was it just some random Latino dude that just got mad and started shooting up the school, or was he a paid uh, hitman to attack the U.S. soil? It's a lot going on. Answers won't be we won't get no answers for one. And big up to the homeless guy who kind of confronted the shooter. You know, as you can see on the news, he didn't let it go. He was like, "Hey, hold on, you know, what you doing circling around here?" That dude deserves a reward because they said without that guy who's unfortunately on the streets, that's living in the basement of the college, if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have found this either assassin or some random dude who's mad at you know Trump's immigration laws and diversity and canceling visas. So we don't know, was he paid or was he mad at the situation of Trump doing everything. It's a lot going on right now. Big up to the guy who called it in, uh, wrote the license plate down, gave it to the authorities to get this guy, even though he was dead in the in the storage unit, which is very ironic because if you look at the whole situation, right, from the beginning to the end, he killed two people, he shot nine others. So he was clearly trying to kill people. He was trying to hurt people, and he did so. The problem is they said he died from a self gun inflicted wound. I noticed with assassins, they'll kill each other. They'll kill themselves in suicide to give up information because if they get captured, they what we got the best. You know, we got the best as far as interrogation on the planet. We will find out who he worked for, who paid him, was this attack on the country, and as you can see, he was a nationalist who entered the country through visa and diversity until Trump canceled it. So, what? Who was behind this? Right? Who would have got everything down? But by him dying and killing himself, it shows something much greater, much grave as far as what's really going on in this country right now. We're being attacked. We got all these different people, and I hate to say it, these Latinos that's in different from different parts of the world, and they're here, and you don't know who's who. You don't know if somebody from their country came over here to get them here to attack America. You don't know nothing. You don't know if they just, of course, they ain't gonna like the immigration laws, but you just don't know. You know what side of the fence they on, and I'm gonna be real with you. It's gonna be a lot of confusions and it's good questions to ask. And y'all jump into the comment section and tell me what y'all think about it. What's in your life? How you feel about the situation? Because I feel a lot of different. It's two ways to look at it. Is the way I told you as far as uh, Latinos upset, because of the immigration is targeting them, and Trump stopping everything they doing as far as coming here illegally and stopping the visa cards, um, or was he a paid hitman to come attack America? Okay, so this is two things you got to look at, and I'm quite sure they're talking about it. They're, you know, the legal the people out there in Rhode Island, they're trying to figure it out. You know, and they're gonna have to really dig deep to figure out what was his whole motive of going to a university to shoot and kill American citizens. because we all know the Orange Man is attacking Venezuela right now. Was this a connection? I mean, we don't know. There's a lot of speculation to the situation in the confrontation that shakes the nation. But y'all let me know how y'all feel. Type in, tap in with me, and I'm gonna keep it real. Until then, to the next video.